An add-on question to that is my own belief is that in building that trust, we try to do it very narrowly. In other words, like you mentioned, our products and our services, right? We try to do it improving how we can help them by what we do. But this trusted advisor kind of status that we need to be at, doesn't that need to include really the challenges that our ICP, our ideal customer profile, they have challenges in their job that they want us to have context with. They want us to understand what they're trying to get done, what would make them successful in their careers and their companies. But we tend to talk about this, which is what we do, where we really need to know this,
Yeah,
right?
it's a really valid point, and I think it's something that we see a lot in B2B and particularly in financial services space. We have a product which we're pushing, we have commercial targets which are attached to that. The way that the industry is evolving is much more around actually listening to our clients, understanding what they need, and then being able to provide a solution for them that meets those needs. So I think it's really about changing that role and having the products and solutions that may be suitable, but also really understanding your client and being able to match the solutions to meet the client need. So focusing much more on a client need perspective rather than a product perspective. And then also we talk a little bit about like how we actually build that and providing those value added services. So I'll give a tangible example. We look at investment portfolios in our world, and one of the services that we added in was having an independent financial advisor solutions team, we called them, actually come in and look at the portfolio and say, look, we're going to do a free analysis of your portfolio and show you where you're strong, where your allocations are strong, and also where you have some overlaps, because as they add products over time, there is overlaps with what they're doing. That essentially is a free service. And that for us then trust, it gives them something to go away and think about and also adds some value into what they're doing. So it's educating and helping them evolve their business. What then it entails us to do as well is open that door to actually look at where they're challenged, where they've got those gaps, what opportunities we may have that could also fill those gaps. Now, we may not always have the opportunities that are perfect for their needs, but one, we've actually highlighted that and helped them establish where they are. And then secondly, it opens the door for a conversation, which is much more around what's going to fit their needs versus coming in with a kind of product push or sell. So there's some ideas that we have around actually how you can provide that value added service to build that trust, but also to open the door to future opportunities.
So that free service, that looking at their portfolio, is that their entire portfolio or the funds that they've allocated to you?
Yeah, so we actually can look at all the portfolios, but we also do just look at the ones that are associated with us. It just depends on what the client wants or needs and how open they want to be with us. With Natixis Investment Managers, we are a multi-affiliate model. And what that means is that we actually have over 15 asset managers who we distribute the products for. So that allows us a pretty big breadth in regards to the product offerings that we can capture as well. So we've got quite an extensive piece, which will be our product, but at the same time, we're open to looking at other product as well.
So here's the point that I think is so phenomenal what you're doing there. And a key learning for anybody that's listening or watching this is you stepped out of your traditional service model to your clients and said, A, I need to know more about what you're doing across all your portfolios, right? And I need to look at your risk tolerance, your liquidity, compliance, like all these different things. We're going to learn a lot if we can see a lot more. And we're going to be able to help you a lot more. We're going to be able to differentiate a lot more based on what we're doing versus everything else. So it gives you a ton of insights, right, into their business and what they're doing and what they're not doing that positions you not as a partner, right, but actually more of like a peer or a colleague, right? Because now you have a perspective that all the other investment management firms don't have.
It is a little bit of a superpower there. And I think the other thing is it really starts to build that relationship and builds that trust with our clients, because we start to getting to know each other on a different level because we're offering a service to them as well as obviously what they can get from us. And it never starts with the product. It starts with what are you challenged with? Where can we help? And actually, we could do this piece of research or analysis for you for free. And would that be helpful? So you're starting on a goodwill gesture, which increases that trust.